Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the Social Norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge? Hit the throttle all night.
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back at it again with another. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, it's the Social Norm. We go ahead and talk to y'all, man. Hey, today's episode 161. You know we knocking them out. It's called "Why Letting the Woman Be the Man Is Killing Your Relationship." All right. So look.
Don't be looking at me.
So we came up with this because honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I can't think of one time where when I let the woman control the relationship and dictate how the relationship was gonna go, it just ended everything with us. Myself as a man, I felt demasculated, and she lost respect for me for letting her make those decisions. And I know a lot of times I'm gonna get a lot of pushback where y'all say, oh, you know what, it should be 50-50. You should let her make some decisions too. Women get to decide the one main thing, and that's sex.
Here goes my thought on that. And in my experience, and because I'm the only one that's been married here, in my experience in relationships, I'm just saying.
All right, go ahead.
9 times out of 10, and it could be the women I picked, the women are going to do what's best for them and not what's best for the household.
Yeah, that's the women you picked.
Yeah. It's the women. That's why I say it's probably the women I picked, and it's just I can think back on plenty of times where I made decisions based off of how she felt, and then
but in your heart, was those the decisions you wanted to make?
No, it wasn't. And then in the end, she turned around and like tried to reverse herself
and blamed you, right?
Yeah, and I was like, no, we can't do that now because we did this.
See, they're not gonna make sense to that. All they're gonna know is, why aren't we able to do this now? And you're gonna be like, well, it was you chose this. Why'd you let me choose this?
Yeah, it was a lot of that. I caught a lot of the blame, and my mother gives me some pearls of wisdom. She said women just want what they want. They don't know whatever it is. They don't know what it entails. They don't care what it entails. Okay. They want this.
But see, when you say that, that makes it be like a dog chasing his tail.
Yeah.
1 second he sees this, 1 second he sees that, he wants something else, he doesn't like it. Changes.
And maybe that's how it is. Do you know? It's just,
what do you mean maybe how what is?
Maybe it's like a dog chasing the tail. Like they see one thing they wanted, then they see the next thing they want.
Exactly. That's why they sell to women, because they understand women are gonna based off of emotions. You can't sit there and think that women most of the time are gonna make the logical decision, the logical choice, when their whole life they've been basing things off of how they feel.
Exactly.
So when you go as a man, you got to understand that letting her make the decisions, on where y'all live, letting her make the decisions on how fast the relationship is going, letting her make the decision on even just where y'all eat. Eventually what's going to happen is she's going to destroy you. She's going to destroy herself too, because she's going to destroy the relationship. Women are not built to run the relationship. They're built to run the bedroom. That's it. They can run the household as far as keeping things clean, orderly, cool. I give y'all that. Y'all are gems at that. I was talking to a girl today. She got mad at me. I was like, we're talking about sports. Mm-hmm. And I said, you don't know this certain team? She said, no, I don't know this certain team. She said, I don't watch sports. She says, Sports Center is never on my TV channel. And I said, you don't have a man, do you? And she was like, what is that supposed to mean? I said, because if you had a man, Sports Center would be on your TV channel. And she said, well, if I get a man, Sports Center ain't coming on. We better have 2 TVs. And I said, well, why would you need 2 TVs? She said, well, because I want to watch mine. I said, no, why do you need 2 TVs? He's going to be watching his Sports Center. You should be in the kitchen making him a sandwich.
And the thing is, and I always said this to her, well, when your little shows come on, you're going to want him to watch them with you, right? Because that's what they do.
Yes.
Whatever is Sex in the City. I don't know what TV show they have on now, but it's Sex in the City. Men don't typically like those shows, but we sit there and watch them with you.
Now we might get into it because you hooked us onto it.
Yeah,
because we like, all right, let's just watch this damn show. And then by day 17, we like, all right, you know what?
Whatever happened to Sarah?
Yeah, what Tanisha? Did she get away with that murder?
Oh my God! You don't know how many dance competition shows I've watched.
Oh hell, that's definitely a woman thing. I ain't watching no damn.
No, I never wanted to watch any of that stuff.
Are you watching the dance competitions where it's like the woman's teaching like little girls, high school girls, and
there was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader one. It was some other stuff like people were being eliminated, like those type of competitions, and I like Dancing with the Stars. And I was like, I never like to watch any of this stuff.
Yeah.
And she said, well, why are you watching with me? I'm like, because this is what a relationship is. I really think people don't know like compromise and give and take what that is, because it's just when you find yourself giving more than the other person, that's when things start to go.
I hate to say this. I don't think in no relationship the man should give more. And what I mean give more in a certain way. I think men give more when it comes to providing,
of course,
but I think when you start giving more in like trying to think of stuff to do, because women, that's their forte. They know when they're in a relationship, they can come up with ideas quick because they always thinking about their brain move different than us. They're always gonna say, well, let's go do this, let's go do that. They're gonna throw a whole bunch of ideas out there.
Yeah.
And you just pick and choose which one. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Hell no to that. Okay, yeah, kick rocks for that. And that's how the relationship usually moves. And occasionally a man will come with an idea and say, I got something planned for us, we're gonna do that. And that holds her over for a while.
Yes.
But when you're always being the one that you feel, it feels like you're trying to pull her attention. That's when you're losing it, fellas. When you gotta pull her attention to say, let's go do this, and she kind of, I don't know about that. Anytime a woman, you tell a woman something to do, let's go do something, and she kind of fighting against it, she's lost attraction. She's lost the respect of you being the leader.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially if it's something to do with your family. Because I could testify that firsthand. Like,
okay,
when I was married, we had, families always got together. Even my cousins, every now and again, would get together. And every time, I'm like, hey, why don't we
go on over there and see the family?
See, it's a barbecue they have or whatever. It's like, nah, I don't want to do that. And then and I don't think women understand that makes the man look bad, especially in your family's eyes.
A woman, this is why she's not that into you. If she's denying a chance to be seen with you in front of your family, her family, your friends or her friends, something's wrong. A woman should always try to force. No, come on, let's go over to see your family. I ain't trying to do all that. Yeah, they always want to be seen, and they want to be seen with you. So if she's saying, "Nah, I don't want to meet your friends. No, I don't want to be around your family," she's trying to control the situation, and that's where you're losing in the relationship.
Yeah,
because a woman should not be trying to control the relationship. You control the relationship.
Yeah, and in my situation, my family started to look at her sideways, like,
yeah, she got? She thinks she better than us?
Yeah, something like that. And here goes the kicker part about it.
What?
After a while, they just stopped
fucking with her.
I don't even
care if she comes.
They stopped.
You coming over?
And I couldn't even blame my family. And the thing is, she used to be like, well, they don't really like me like that. I was like,
no.
I said, you made this scenario.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That was the same way at the job. We seen your wife one time.
Yep.
one time, and then we never seen her again. And and I'm gonna tell you the truth. There was a running joke that people thought you killed her. There was a running joke at the job that said, "Yo, I think Beans killed his wife because he always show up and she ain't never there." I say, "Ain't no," and then I'm not even trying to be funny about this. This is a real thing. Everybody, there was people who really was like questioning. They was questioning, did she exist? And they was questioning, did you kill her? And because you kind of stay off to yourself, I was like, yo, from what he tell me, she's still out here annoying the hell out of him. So I'm gonna take his word for it.
Oh my God! First of all,
but there was mad.
Okay, so I'm surprised, but I'm not. I'm surprised at how many people said this. One person did come to me and say, "Look, be real with me. You ain't got no wife." Like somebody did come with.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, dude. There really was people who said that to me. They was like, "Yo, I think he killed his wife." The only reason the ones who seen your wife once thought you killed her, and then the other one thought she never existed, and it was an escort.
My thing is, oh no, come on.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
My thing is, why'd y'all think I killed her? That's the thing.
Dude, you have you don't talk to a lot of people. So the standoffish, silent type look like you probably got a basement full of tools to dismantle somebody.
This is really okay. This is really the first time I'm hearing like people
I know.
Really thought.
I didn't want to say that to you because I didn't want you to feel subconscious thinking people talking about you like that. But I was like, yo, yeah.
That's actually, I don't care. That's actually funny to me. No, I didn't kill anybody. Okay, I did not do that. I got divorced. I didn't kill.
Let me just say this, y'all. I can't confirm or deny because I have not seen that woman since. So y'all take it how y'all take it.
Listen, if she did, I didn't kill her. Okay, I left. When I left, she's still alive. That's all I'm going to say.
Good. Say it just like that again, so that way when they find the body, we don't have to.
They thought I killed her.
But nah. So from that,
God.
like I know, and the reason why I say that is because a lot of the women were confused by you not showing up and that made the women, because they know in their heart they would want to be around a man when work people around, when family around, they want to be around them because they want you to know, like, this is mine. I'm here. I'm claiming him.
Well, and I understand it. My thing was this. I stopped asking her.
I know.
I'm just going. I said, look, I'm going here. You want to go?
See, but this is where I'm getting at. Asking a woman, which sounds nice, but you ever then it gets to a point where you know how women, when in a relationship, they don't really ask you, can you come to my work? No, they tell you, hey, Saturday we going to this work event. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and I need you to be looking appropriate.
It's a lesson I had to learn too. I had to be like, look, we're going here.
Exactly.
We're doing this at this time.
Now, because moving forward, you were like, yeah, I'm not even asking. That's what happens, fellas. When you get a woman trying to lead the relationship, eventually some men end up, instead of leaving the relationship, they just kind of lose their own masculinity and say, you know what, I'm going to give in to what she's doing. I'm going to give in and say, I'm not going to ask her no more. I'm going to quit fighting. That's really because men hate fighting. We really do.
Especially in our own home.
That's supposed to be our peace.
Yeah, that's the last place you want to fight anybody.
Yeah.
And I made that mistake.
Somebody said, would y'all date a woman who's into you a lot, but family not really rocking with you like that? So the woman's not, so her family is not rocking with me. That's what y'all saying? How bad I like her, because that's a big thing. Why don't the real question is, why don't they rock with me? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, every girl that I ever dated, all their family always loved me, because I try to treat their family with respect. I'm gonna treat her family better than she treat her family. Because I said, oh, this is Skins. What up, Skins? Yeah,
I've always tried to get along. I mean, it wasn't always happening, but
you see the difference, because I ain't never. I'm gonna just straight up. I accept people for what they are.
Okay, I'm learning to do that now too. Okay, this is a new skill set I'm trying to learn.
So we definitely had our
Because
conversations.
I've gotten into it with fathers mostly. I usually get along good with moms. Mothers love me.
Fathers love me too.
Fathers hit or miss with me. Only because, okay, there's one particular father, he really presented himself like he was this type of person, like I do no wrong, and then it turns out he had all these skeletons in his
That's
closet.
usually how it is.
And then I was like, so the next time he came at me like that, I was like, hold on, you don't tell me nothing, bro. You worse than me. So why are you even coming at me like that?
Yeah.
So it was just a mess, dude. So
let's see what he said. The moms are easy, the dads are difficult ones. Yeah, because the dads realize you're trying to fuck their daughter. As they should be difficult to your ass.
I mean, that's like a rite of passage for men.
Yes. The dad is supposed to make it tough for you to see, are you man enough to stand in there with our. Now, the fact is, let's be honest. We all know, as us being black men, black women are probably the hardest to deal with. Just, I'm saying as far, and I don't mean hardest to deal with and like, oh, they're headaches. I'm talking about hardest to deal with. They're going to challenge you as a black man more than any other race of women would. And their fathers are going to put you to the test too. So it's a lot coming at a man psychologically.
Your manhood is constantly being tested.
Exactly. And on some regard, when a man makes a mistake and he lets the woman kind of get the upper hand of running the relationship, you just get to a point where you're like, yo, I'm getting hit from her. I'm getting hit from the family. And now I'm getting hit with my own self. Cause now I'm like, how is this relationship spiraled out of control so much? Because I don't care who you think they're going to blame. They're going to blame the man for why the relationship is at a fucked up position.
Yeah.
Because the man is the one who's supposed to lead, not the woman.
100% facts.
Yeah.
Because I was one of those dudes who gave up. I quit. Oh, I didn't want to say I quit, but I stopped doing things because I didn't want to fight. I'm like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this all the damn time. But you're gonna have to. That's the thing. Yeah. No, it shouldn't be like every day thing. No.
Says basically that's gonna test you, see if you really the man she wants in her life. Yeah, she doesn't know if you're the man she wants in her life. She has to know by shit testing you constantly and you putting her in her place. See, when a girl shit tests you, motherfucker, she's gonna say all kind of shit. That's all because that's her weapon is her tongue. Can you stand in the heat and be like, yo, I don't really care about what you're saying right there. That ain't really gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I know this is the right thing I'm supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
But soon as a girl can convince you into not taking that overtime shift, not going out to the gym, anything that's gonna be a better situation for you, not getting this job, whatever it is, you're losing. And she's gonna lose too. Because eventually she's gonna realize you can be manipulated by her, and who else can manipulate your ass? So why would I follow you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Leaders are supposed to lead. They're not supposed to follow. You can take
counsel.
Exactly. Thank you for that. You can give advice, and you can be a woman's supposed to be a helpmate. So she can help you in getting to a decision, but she can't make the decision for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's really what we're trying to get back.
And I try to stress, it's like, I always say that, let me fall on my sword. Let me make the decision. Even if it's the wrong one, you got to let me do it.
Because you know what? If it's the wrong one, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to figure out how to get to the right one.
Exactly.
But if I listen to you and you're wrong, guess what's going to happen? We're both going to be fucked up. And you're not going to say, why'd you, I'm sorry for making that decision. What you're going to say is, why'd you make me make the decision? Mm-hmm. You should have stuck with what you wanted to do. You
should have been the man.
And we would have just accepted what it was.
Mm-hmm. But I give one of my, somebody I know some advice. Every time they try to get a job, they were getting good jobs too. Like, Atlanta PD wanted to hire him. They wanted to move him down and do all this other stuff, but his lady didn't want to move, so he gave that job up. And I was like, you shouldn't have did that. I said, now, because now you're in finance, you got all this financial strain, and you're letting her decide what to do. So the next job he got, I said, look, don't even listen to her. I was like, I know it sounds messed up. I said, go for the job, take it anyway. And when she sees, so she's gonna be mad at you for not listening to her. But when she sees the benefits of everything that's happening, she gonna be quiet.
She gonna be quiet, and she ain't gonna care. That she ain't even gonna remember. She remember it, but she's not gonna bring it up because the end result was better for her. They don't know, and y'all gotta understand that she might think she knows. She might act like she can run circles around you when it comes to being smart. No, she can't. She really can't, because as soon as she get emotional, all that smart shit go out the window, because she gonna then just react to how she feel. Now,
and sometimes I think they just can't. They can't see a situation like you can.
Exactly. Now, I know, Skins, you did give me some topics to talk about. You said, ladies, can your baby daddy bring his girlfriend to your place for your kid birthday party? So
it all comes down to how what type of woman, your baby mama is. Because I know some women, they not having that. It's not going on. It's not going down.
I think you got to let the girl. This is the thing. If a girlfriend is willing to come to the baby mother's son's or daughter's birthday, she's on some. I'm trying to be humble. I'm trying to be incorporated to your family. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to be respectful and show your daughter or son some love. Nah, if she just one of them just sit in the corner, I just want to make sure this bitch ain't on some damn we about to be a family again type shit, then no. But
it could be vice versa. The baby mama could not accept it either.
Oh, he said read the topics. Okay. Want to hear what y'all okay, so this was the topics he gave me. He said because he wanted to do for our next interviews, people outside. Number one, he said, for the women, would you date a man that makes less money than you? Also, a question for the guys: would you date a woman that makes more money than you?
I think in today's culture, women are gonna date a man with less money.
I think in this culture, most women make more money than most men.
Yeah. But if I were to judge it based off of what I see online, which you really shouldn't do, women ain't gonna date no man that make less than them. That always seems to be the complete. Something happens.
My question is, should they? Should y'all marry? Should a woman date a guy who makes less than them? And what I mean by that is this: if she can provide more to you, or more to herself than you can provide for her, it really comes down to the type of woman she is, and the type of and this is the thing that men have to evolve from, because women have changed how they live because of how society is presented, giving them opportunities. Men have to evolve too. It can't just be I pay the bills and that is good enough. That's true. Has to be you provide something for, you pay bills for, but also you provide security emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Psychologically, you are a friend to her. You're breathing life into her. You're not just complaining to her. But see, from that, a woman has to be about you. She has to be for you because it's you, not because of what you bring to the table for her. So I mean, if you lost your job, she still want to be with you because you're that person. You're that dude for her. You know what I mean? But a lot of guys haven't elevated themselves to be a caring, loving, respectful, encouraging person to their female, and they be like, "Look, I pay the bills, so
do what I
my
say.
Dick swinging, so you should just do what I tell you, not what I." And think about this, y'all got to think about it. Imagine you got family, right, who are parents. If you really look at it, parents and children, right? There are some parents and children who have good relationships. They trust each other. The kid can come talk to the parent, and the parent understands who she's dealing with. Then you got parents who they pay all the bills, and they have no relationship with their kid. They're disconnected from their child because they don't have a good relationship with them. Now, both people doing this that they're supposed to do, but guess what's gonna happen? When that kid goes, they're gonna go do things, lie, cheat, do all these different things because they don't have that connection with their parents. They're not there. That's why. And then they say, well, why the kid he commit suicide? Well, because you wasn't there. You're not connecting with the person. You're not trying to understand that person. You're trying to just you do what I tell you to do because you are my child.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we are moving into that realm of because I'm the man, you're supposed to do what I tell you to do. Nah, it don't work like that no more with women.
No, it really don't. Even like you said, even children. That's how I grew up, like because I said so era.
Mm-hmm.
Like I grew up like that.
Yeah.
But as you get older, you're right. You realize, look, that's just not good enough.
Challenging. See, this is the thing. Back in the day, any child, when they called talk back or had a smart mouth, what they really meant was any child who challenged my authority, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna inflict pain on you because I don't know how to avert your challenge. I don't know how to talk to you in a way that you'll understand and we can communicate that you understand why you're gonna do what I need you to do for.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I'm gonna beat you, and that's how you're gonna learn. And men need to understand that you can't get a woman to do what you want her to do just because you pay a bill. You need to get her emotion. You got to get her mind. You got to get her to say, man, I can't see myself living without him because he treats me like I'm the only woman he cares about.
Exactly. And that's a lesson, unfortunately, I'm learning later on in life. Because, that's how I was raised. Basically, do it as I say.
Yeah, I'm not about to sit here and explain to you why that.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Because I pay the bills, bitch. That's how most men are.
Yeah.
But see, you got to be a little bit more aware of your surroundings and say, you know what? Look, if she's trying to challenge you, it's because there's a disconnect.
Mm-hmm.
See, women don't challenge shit when they engulfed in that man. They love that man. They feeling that. That man could tell her the goddamn, look, I'm about to put these bags of balloons on you, and you about to fly into the sky. She gonna be like, okay, what time are you doing that? She gonna be with it. She not gonna fight it because she knows he got her best interest at heart.
Yeah. And that's what really comes down to it, really, because I had to learn to not react off my emotions. Just look, sit her down and try to explain to her, like, look, that why this is the best course of action.
Now, are you gonna talk about it?
So I don't like for my current business out there like that, but I was put in a situation this week where I was faced with a bit of an ultimatum. And my first reaction was like, get out.
Yeah.
That was my first initial old means. I'm like, yo, you can get out. I don't care. I don't
give a fuck.
Yeah. But I was like, no, let me.
Mind you, I don't know anybody who does well with ultimatums.
Nobody does. They don't work. I mean,
they never do.
They never do. And not to I'm trying to say this as vaguely as I can, but I basically sat her down and told her, like, look, I'm the leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to allow me to lead as a man. This is how this situation is supposed to go. You cannot tell me to do this. Okay. And it took a while.
And then do you explain why you can't tell me to do this?
Yeah, I explained her. I broke it down to her. And eventually she kind of came down, like
off her the emotion of like,
mind. Yeah, because I've been reading the John was it John Green?
Yes.
Or Robert Greene books?
Human Nature,
Laws of Human Nature. And it basically talks about rational mind and irrational mind.
Yes. Now, I'm assuming, I'm just going to paraphrase, a rational mind is somebody who's aware of they're thinking through their actual brain logically.
Yes.
An irrational mind is thinking through emotions.
Yes, like a rational person cannot get through a irrational person because their emotions are blocking every type of logic you can have.
Yes.
So what you got to do is get them to come down, like get past the initial feeling.
Yeah.
And then you can say, hey, look, I know you're feeling this way, but this is why I'm doing this, and this is why it's going to work.
I'm gonna give you an example. Back when Donald Trump was running for was the president, running for president, all this stuff. Now everybody said Donald Trump is a racist.
Yeah.
Everybody who was thinking irrationally 100% believed he was a racist because they did not like the man. Even though people who were rationally show him having videos shaking black people's hand, having videos talking, joking with black people, literally having friends back in the day before he was running for president with black people.
Well, yeah, if you ever watched The Apprentice, he hired black people.
And a logically rational person would say, that doesn't look like a racist. That doesn't look like somebody who hates black people. But people who were irrational could not see that. They would not accept it as that to be the truth because they wanted to hate the man as much as they wanted.
Yeah, it was that was a rough topic at work. Like, I would tell people, like, you know, like you said, he said, oh, well, Donald Trump is racist. And they would go as far as saying, well, if you vote for Donald Trump, you're racist too. And I was like, that's not fair to make that type of statement. I said, well, they're voting for Donald Trump. I said, do you ever bother to ask him why?
Yeah.
Is it his economic policies? Is it because he's not a politician? Like, I said, do that first. Like, you got to get off that emotional trip. Like, as black people with the black community, we are an emotional people.
Yes.
and I was realizing, like, look, we can't do this. We can't label everybody a racist.
Now, that was just an example. Now, back to the story. So pretty much what I'm getting from this is you broke it down to her like if you were a child and adult, and instead of just going and being emotional and beating her, you said, look, this is why you can't do this.
Yeah, basically, yes. I had to step out of my own emotion so I can get her to step out of her emotional state.
Yes. Okay, so then go ahead and I'll let you.
So basically, it like I said, it took a while to get her to come down, but in the end, she ended up seeing eye to eye with each other. And I had to really learn, because during the week I realized I've learned lessons before of not letting people try to run the relationship and things like that. And sometimes you need a refresher. Sometimes you need a reminder
of that feeling, like hold up,
because
this reminds me of something.
Yes, because during the week, that's what happened. I just happened to look like, wait a minute, I'm going down the same road again, and I said I wouldn't go down.
So that means if you this is what a lot of people don't realize. If you're going down, if you had a road where a woman was treating you disrespectfully, and you could look back at the relationship. That's why I don't get mad about bad relationships, because they teach you something. You could probably look back at the first moment you realized something was off. And when you get into that second relationship, the next relationship, and that same situation happens, you know you're doing something. It's not, and I don't want to blame it on women. You're doing something that you're continually doing, and it's causing this from women. Okay, look into what you're doing, because a lot of times you be like, man, all these women are the same thing. No, they're not the same. You just keep doing the same thing, and it's causing women to do the same thing from it.
And luckily, I had the wherewithal to just stop and reassess. Like, wait, we're not going to do this anymore. And I told her certain things are going to stop. I'm going to have to start doing other things.
Okay, so that's called laying down the laws. I know, look, it cringes because a lot of men don't want to say I had to lay down the law to a woman, because they're scared of how she's going to react. But let me explain something. She's gonna be mad as hell because she realizes initially she's gonna be mad because no man has done that to her, done her for her. No man, my bad. No male has done that for her. But when she calms down off of her emotions, she's gonna respect it because she's gonna realize she's dealing with a man. A man's gonna tell a woman what's good and what ain't good.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna have enough respect for himself and her to tell her where we're gonna do and what we're not gonna do. He's not gonna be scared. You should think about this. If you're scared to say lay down the law, fella, why are you scared of a woman? The woman that's supposed to be yours. Why would you be fearful of her? And if you are, why the fuck is she dealing with you? If you scared of a girl,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I'm glad you did what you did.
Yeah.
And hopefully, and I really do believe so. I think once she calms down and realizes what's going on, I think she'll go into it and say, you know what, you're right.
Yeah. At this point, and I give this is what I learned too. What I had to learn. When you say something, you're just gonna have to show her. Say it once, then show her after that.
That's it. Because we did an episode on that. It ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Yeah.
Your actions are gonna be what she responds to. See, like this, I give you an example. When you tell a girl, stop calling me these names, stop calling me that, she might be one of them disrespectful women who call men bitches. You a bitch. Da da da. Guess what? You tell her one time, you ever tell me that, call me that again, we won't speak again. She want to test you and call you that again, you have to leave her forever. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you come back to her, she's gonna realize you don't mean business,
and she
and
really gonna go in.
And you are a bitch at that point.
Yeah, she really gonna go in after that.
All right. Now let's go to what else he said. Okay, another topic he wanted. He said, "Do you feel social media has ruined relationships in today's world?"
100%.
I think all media has ruined men and women's not only your relationships, but just psychologically how they think about things. A lot of us are not free thinkers. No. I'll give you an example. I was talking to somebody today, guy I work with, me and you work with, and I was like, "Yo, do you read?" He said, "I don't read." I said, "So why don't you read?" But he was a black man too, and he said, "Because I can watch stuff, and I get what I need to learn from that instead of having to read." And I said, "No, you can't." And he said, "Yes, I can. They can tell me what it said." I said, "Let me explain why you can't listen, why you can't watch what somebody's telling to teach you stuff, but it's better off to read, because when you're reading words, you have to literally visualize for yourself what they're saying." Whether it be a fictional story, whether it be an informational, nonfiction story, whatever, you have to visualize. That means you are a free thinker. You have to literally go within yourself to visualize what you're reading. When you're watching something, they give you the vision. You don't visualize nothing. They implant it in you, because that's what television is. They're telling you a vision. So whatever the vision is, they give it to you. There's a reason why we hate rats and we have no problem with squirrels, because they visually shown us rats are disgusting. Rats need to be hit. Every time you've ever watched a movie and you saw a rat come across the screen, what did people react to? They either got scared or tried to attack it. That's why you don't like rats. You don't realize that. And every time you see a rat, you want to attack it, because somebody put that visualization into your face, into your mind. Now, if you just read rats are disgusting, you might think about a rat and saying, "Man, they don't seem that scary. They don't seem like I should be. They're very small. Why would I be threatened by them?" But you don't do that because you saw it. Somebody put that into you.
And that's the thing I had to tell somebody at work. So, in our job, we work together, and there's an area I work in that's in a basement.
Yeah.
And it's me and this other person. Now, this other person, I say, I don't,
Different.
yeah, I don't,
Different.
I don't, I don't, I don't, I don't come off like I'm this tough guy. I don't tell anybody I'm this tough guy. I'm not that guy. So, but this person does. He comes off at, so in this basement, we end up getting a rat, right?
Yeah.
And he was afraid of it, right?
Mhm.
I haven't seen the rat yet. I was like, well, I don't, where is it? I don't understand. And I finally seen it. It was that big.
It probably wasn't even a rat. It was probably a mouse.
Yeah, it was a mouse. It was that big. I was like, why are you afraid of this thing? I
It's
was
scared of you more than you're scared of it.
Yeah, I said, we're a million times its size. Like, what if it touches me? Then get it off of you. Like,
That's what conditioning does. That's no different than how they make black people look on television.
Yeah.
How they with the I was working the other day watching television, seeing Love and Hip Hop. It is the most idiotic thing I've ever seen of how they make black people look, and the black people feed into it because they are the idiots in that show.
Mhm.
Now, the reason I'm gonna finish up the what I was trying to say. So then, from me trying to explain to them the difference of watching something versus reading something, being an independent thinker. Damn, I don't forgot what I was about to say. What were we talking about?
You were explaining to him about how like the internet gives you the vision, and they, in the books you have to visualize it for yourself.
Yeah,
And
I know
that's how
that part,
become-
but I was trying to think of where I was going with the whole rap. See, I have no problem telling y'all I lost my train of thought because he started talking about something, and then I
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I do interject. That's my fault.
It's all right. Maybe I'll think about it what it was afterwards. What we were talking about with the question was, does social media ruin relationships? Oh yeah, now I get what I was going back with. So because we do more watching of things, we're not independent thinkers. Social media makes you, when you're addicted. He is addicted to it, and I am too. And sometimes I've checked myself. Everybody's doing this. We're just scrolling, watching things, and you think you're almost in a zombie mode, just like when you're at a casino and you're playing a slot machine. You don't realize how much time has passed when you're watching these things, and it's implanting things into your mind to make you think a certain way about a certain topic. Disconnect and get out into the real world and go meet people, and you'll see and think for yourself. And I guarantee you might actually make it out of there in relationships.
Yeah.
Stop listening to everybody, and I mean everybody that is not, because you don't, like we did an episode on this. You don't know what people's true agendas can be.
Exactly.
Now, I'm not saying if they're telling you some good things, maybe you might can listen to it, but don't take it as fact. Go out there and find out for yourself. All right, let me read it. He said another thing also pertaining to social media: women look at things that celebrity or other men do and type where he at.
Well, okay, I'm not sure what exactly what, but I'm gonna say this now. That is true. I've been in relationships where women have said, "Oh, they'll ask you a question about like getting married, right?"
Mm.
And they be like weddings and stuff like that, and they'll say stuff like, "Well, Gucci man, let his wife spend $1 million on a wedding." Like they will sit there and
all right, I'm mad as hell at you right now because you telling my story. Go ahead.
It's happened to me. It's happened to me a dozen times.
Okay.
And I'm like, I just use Gucci man as a thing. But I was like, well, we not Gucci man.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell my story. I dated this girl. Skins, you know who I'm talking about. We call her the chef. And Beans, you know who I'm talking about.
Okay, got you.
This girl she is a chef. Great chef. We were dating. She wanted to have a food truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what? How much is a food truck? I was invested in this girl. I wanted it to work for me and her.
Yes, I remember.
And I said, how much is a food truck? How much do you need to get a food truck off the ground? She told me $12,000. Now, honestly, to me, that seems pretty low. because I don't know what type of food truck you gonna get for $12,000. But she said $12,000, so I always said, okay, maybe she did some research on this.
Well, the average one costs like 10 grand.
Okay,
like 10 grand.
So I asked her. I said, "How much money do you have?" She said, "I had $4,000." So I said, "Okay, well, $4,000 and it cost 12." I said, "Well, how about this? If you can come up with $2 more thousand, that's $6,000. I'll give you the other six, and we'll be 50-50 partners, and we can get the food truck and start moving and grooving and doing this thing."
Mm-hmm.
This girl commenced to tell me, why do you have to let me, because I was going to invest in the business. We're going to be 50-50 partners. She said, why do we got to be 50-50 partners? Why couldn't you just give me the 6,000 and I can go ahead and get the food truck? And I said, give you $6,000? She said, yeah. Gucci Man gave his girlfriend $1 million. What's wrong with that?
I forgot she did. Yeah.
And I said, okay, one, Gucci Man didn't give his girlfriend $1 million. Gucci, that's what the headline says. See, this is why I tell people to read instead of just listen to what people tell you. Gucci Man realized his girlfriend had an idea of a business she wanted to run, and she had you think he just gave her $1 million? No, he listened to her business plan, found out what she was trying to do, and then he had his lawyers invest $1 million into her business. That's what he did. You just can't give somebody $1 million and think she could just up and leave. He knew she had a plan. She had structure of what she was going to do, and that's why he invested in it. And that's why it's successful today. He ain't just sit there and, oh, you gave me some bullshit idea, and I said, here's $1 million.
No, because nobody's going to waste money like
exactly. That. But society is so non-free thinkers, they believe whatever the person tells them. And I said, yo, one, let's get this straight right now. I'm not Gucci Man. I don't live like Gucci Man. I don't have the funds like Gucci Man yet. So don't think, and you sure as hell ain't Gucci Man's girlfriend. So don't put us in the same category trying to keep up with the Joneses. And of course, I learned that should have been the last day I dealt with her. I should have knew it wasn't gonna work then, but I just said, you know what? I won't. And at that point, I did what you did when you said you stopped telling your wife to come. Let's go to these events, and you gave in. I gave in to not try to invest or give any more energy into her business because I realized she's not really looking to run anything with me. So I should have, left alone. But that's what I mean, where you're trying to do something for the relationship, and it seems like it's pushing them further away.
Yeah, because she was trying to do it for herself.
Exactly. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Don't mimic others' relationship. Worry about your own. Yep. All right. Now, we're going to do a couple more, and then we're going to get up out of here, y'all. Also, if y'all still here, man, we appreciate everybody rocking with us. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. And shout out to everybody who went and watched our video. We dropped a video a couple days ago. Go check it out on our YouTube channel. Like I said, we're going to be doing more interviews. It's called What Black Men Need to Do Better for Black Women. But, of course, we asked a lot more questions in the video. Go check it out. So the last one, it was said, do people deserve second chances after cheating? You want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
Go ahead.
All right. When you say cheating, there's different levels of cheating. Men, more than likely, is the physical cheating, where you're sleeping with somebody or getting physical with them. Women could do physical, but most of the time, women cheating is attention. I'll say this. For a man, if a man cheats on a woman physically, it all depends on how he's acting after he's cheated, if a woman should take him back or not. And a man, but let me just keep this 100% clear. If a woman cheats on a man physically, never take her back. It is over.
Yeah.
It will never be fixed. She can never return to what y'all were. It's over. Because let me explain something to you. For a man to cheat, he has to go out and get a woman's approval to sleep with. For a woman to cheat, she had to give somebody approval to cheat, to sleep with her. That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
And
Because a man can want to go cheat all he want, but if ain't no woman want to deal with him, she ain't gonna do it. Unless he gonna pay for it. A woman had to emotionally disconnect herself from her man to go sleep with this other man.
I was just about to say, and men, we can have sex with women and not think
twice
about her,
because it's just a release for us. It's like, yup, you know what? And more times than not, if a man is cheating on his woman and he's not a regular cheater, it's because the woman has stopped giving him sex. She stopped doing whatever she was doing before. He did, because most men, if you're giving him sex, he's not going to go out and look for other women.
Mm-hmm.
He's not, unless he's just a straight dog, and he's in that point, he's been cheating on you forever, and if you accept it, ladies. So, but emotional cheating is still cheating.
Yeah.
When you're out here, ladies, trying to get likes from dudes, or by shaking your ass, or wearing revealing clothing, or you're just talking to an ex and conversating, that is cheating, because you are emotionally getting attention from somebody so that you can feel better about yourself. It's no different than a man getting physical satisfaction from another woman to feel better about himself.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I had to learn about emotional cheating too, because I thought that stuff was all made up.
Oh no, that's all women care about is attention.
Yeah.
Feeding their ego. They don't, the physical touch, yes, they do care. They need that too, but they don't care about it as much as they need that emotional connection.
That's true. For me, if someone cheats, just go.
Yeah.
I just think it just cut it. Just be done with it.
Okay. So have you cheated?
Yeah.
Did you
Not
go?
when I was married. Not when I was married.
Did you go?
Did I go? No.
Exactly. That's what
but I should have.
All right. Last one before we get out of here. How long should you date before getting married / proposed to? I didn't. You can't say anything to me because I just reading off of it.
I know. Okay, so
you want me to go or you want to go first?
This is kind of hitting home for me.
Hold up. You went first last time, didn't you? Or did
you just went first?
Oh, okay. You're going first. Go.
So I'm going to say you need at the very least 2 years, because that first year is always the honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to know each other. Y'all gotta wait till y'all get on each other's nerves. Or all that cute stuff she used to do, it ain't cute no more. Like, you got to see how you deal with her in those moments.
Mm-hmm.
And you never really truly know each other in that first year, because you're always going to put your best foot forward for the most part in that first year. So you need at least 2 years.
Okay. I'm gonna piggyback, but I'm also gonna say this. I think it depends on what age you are.
Okay, yeah, that's
if
true.
You're young, I think you should get married as soon as possible, because you're both young and you're going to learn together. If you're over 30, it's going to be very hard to just jump into it like two kids and grow together. You're going, and that's the thing. The longer you wait, the probably harder it is going to be to get married, because you are going to go through ups and downs, and it depends on, can you withstand the downs? Because if you don't have that marriage, it's going to be harder to accept the downs. If you've been married before, it's going to be even harder, because they say statistically the more time someone gets married, the higher chance of divorce for each marriage, which you would think would be less because you think they figure out what the fucking problem is.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was cussing at y'all, but hey,
I think that hit home a little
some
bit.
good questions. You got one more. Okay,
One more.
still got one more. What we got? This one guy I worked with married a woman after 3 months. Okay. Now, I have seen people rush into a marriage and they're still married today.
Me too.
But majority of the time I've seen people rush into a marriage and they get divorced in 2 months.
I've also seen
Less
that
than a
too.
year. That's more common to see. My thing is this: if you're truly, and this is the question I got to ask for the ladies, if you truly want to be married to this man, what's the rush? If marriage is truly supposed to be for life, right? For death do us part, what's the rush? Because if you choosing to be with this man, ride or die, up and down, left and right, backwards and frontwards, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna have ups and downs, and he's gonna see that you still stick around during the downs. And guess what? So that way he knows she fucking with me during the downs. I need to have her when I'm on the ups. And I want her to be my wife because I know we've been through some dumb, crazy, wild, disrespectful shit and we got through it. 100%. If we can get through that, we can get through anything. Exactly. That's how men see things. So if you're truly for me for life and not for a small portion of time until things get bad, why are you rushing? Why are you trying to rush anything? Let's just live life. And guess what? It might be 2 years. It might be 4 years. It might be even 8 years. God damn it. And then one day he say, I can't live without you. Let's get married. Because if you was already saying, I'm gonna be with this man forever anyway, why rush?
That's true.
Because if you know your heart, you're gonna be this is my husband, you're gonna rock with him regardless how long it takes him to realize you're his wife. But they don't want to do that. They want the guaranteed bag right now, so that way they can have the security and say, well, if you want to leave, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get some of your shit. That's just how I see it. I don't know about you, Beans, but I see if you try to rush me into something before I'm ready to do it, it ain't no different than if I try to rush you into sex and you ain't feeling me or comfortable enough to give your body to me. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
You might give it, but you're gonna regret it.
Yeah. And you might resent the person for
ain't no doubt about it. She is gonna resent you. If it don't work out, she gonna resent you all day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying
100%.
With the sex thing. In the same way with a marriage, if it don't work out, the man is going to resent the woman because he's going to say, he going to resent her, but guess what? It ain't going to matter because she ain't not going to take accountability for it. Ain't nobody forced you to marry me. You a man. You chose your own path.
Yeah.
That's how she going to hit it with.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Don't let pussy get you into a fucked up situation because it sure will if you let it.
Yeah.
Hey,
we
ain't even put no videos out today, man. We just sitting there giving y'all straight how we feel about things. I appreciate everybody rocking with me, rocking with my man Beans. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here? And let me just say something last thing. I don't know her name, but Scottie Pippen ex-wife, you foul. You foul as hell, and your ass, well, there's a place for you in hell. Okay, for how you destroying that man's life. That man looked 80 years older since you've divorced him. For all the hell has no fury like a woman scorned. I don't know what that man did to you, but damn it, the payback is done. It's over. Let's stop with the shenanigans now.
Yeah, anybody who's been through a divorce knows it could be hell.
No, this ain't even got nothing to do with hell, dude. This past hell. The shit is the fact that she's dating. Not only did she date Scottie Pippen's son's teammate, but now she's dating Scottie Pippen's teammate's son.
Dang.
Michael Jordan's son is dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Wow.
And Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan was beefing a while back. Now I know why they beefing, because of this shit. And let me say right now, what if this is the type of toxic shit women will put you through. This is why they don't have no damn they all gloves is off when a woman want to fuck with you. Imagine if, and I hope Michael Jordan already told his son, look, you know what type of time she on. So you better strap up, because she ain't getting none of this fortune. But because she got 50% of his Scottie Pippen's pension. You didn't hear what I just said. She got 50% of Scottie Pippen's
Yeah. She
pension.
wasn't shooting no
She
free
ain't
throws.
shot a damn jumper. And she get 50% of everything he made. This motherfucker is flying coach now.
He down there with the baggage.
They showed it. You know, Scottie Pippen is one of the great Hall of Fame NBA legends. He is not supposed to be rocking with everybody else. But that's what happened when she get half your stuff.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Oh,
that is straight diabolical, though.
I don't know this number, so you gotta wait. You know what? That was actually, I think that was my friend. I'm supposed to be going on a date tonight, y'all.
Oh. Well, then let's get you.
We had to do business first, because I don't let the woman lead the relationship. All right. I hope she didn't hear that, but I'm just playing. No, honestly though, last thing I had to say is, imagine if this girl has a baby by Michael Jordan's son, and now that means the man you was beefing with, that's y'all family.
Diabolical.
That's crazy. Hey, y'all, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my creative friend Beans.
Y'all have a good week.
Hey, man.
And I ain't kill nobody
that we know of. Social norm.
That's got to be racist.
Daddy.